What if China dropped an atomic bomb on the Philippines? What would happen next? Welcome to Mysterio, where we explore intriguing what-if scenarios and unresolved stories. Let's take a step back and understand the gravity of such an event. The use of nuclear weapons is one of the most devastating actions in human history. The atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki during World War II resulted in unimaginable destruction and loss of life. But what if a similar catastrophe occurred today, right in our backyard? Imagine, in an instant, the bustling cities of Manila, Cebu, or Davao turned into ground zero. The immediate impact would be catastrophic. Buildings would be flattened, fires would rage uncontrollably, and countless lives would be lost in a matter of seconds. The shockwave would demolish infrastructure, leaving nothing but ruins in its wake. The explosion would obliterate everything within miles, leaving a wasteland of rubble and ash. But the horror doesn't end there. Radiation would spread, poisoning the air, water, and soil, causing long-term health issues for survivors. Radiation sickness, cancer, and genetic mutations would become grim realities for those exposed. Hospitals would be overwhelmed with casualties. Emergency services would struggle to respond to the sheer scale of the disaster. The humanitarian crisis would be unprecedented. Thousands, if not millions, would be displaced, seeking refuge from the devastation. Camps would be set up, but resources would be scarce, and the struggle for survival would be intense. The environmental impact would be equally devastating. Radiation would contaminate the land and water, affecting agriculture and wildlife. The once vibrant landscapes of the Philippines would become a toxic wasteland. Crops would fail, and the food supply would be critically endangered. Marine life would be poisoned, leading to a collapse in the fishing industry, which many Filipinos rely on for their livelihood. Internationally, the geopolitical repercussions would be enormous. The world would condemn such an act, but the path forward would be fraught with tension. Could this spark a broader conflict, dragging more nations into the fray? The potential for a global war would loom large as alliances are tested and military forces are put on high alert. The economic impact would be severe. Trade routes disrupted, businesses destroyed, and the long road to recovery would require immense international aid and cooperation. The Philippines, a country with a growing economy, would face a massive setback. The global economy would also feel the ripple effects as international trade is disrupted and markets react to the instability. In the aftermath, if faced with such a scenario, it's crucial to act quickly and calmly. Seek shelter immediately in a sturdy building or underground if possible. Stay indoors to avoid exposure to radiation and fallout. Listen to emergency broadcasts for instructions and updates. Have an emergency kit prepared with essential supplies like water, food, and medical supplies. The global community would need to come together to provide support and assistance. Efforts would focus on rebuilding, providing medical care, and ensuring that such an event never happens again. International organizations like the United Nations and Red Cross would mobilize to aid the victims, but the scale of the disaster would challenge even the most prepared agencies. This scenario highlights the terrifying potential of nuclear warfare and underscores the importance of diplomacy, peace, and international cooperation. Preventing such a catastrophe requires a concerted effort from all nations to promote peace and resolve conflicts through dialogue and negotiation. At Mysterio, we explore these speculative scenarios not to instill fear, but to encourage critical thinking and awareness. The future is shaped by our actions today, and understanding the consequences of such catastrophic events can guide us toward a more peaceful and secure world. We must advocate for nuclear disarmament and support policies that reduce the risk of nuclear conflict. The lessons of history remind us that the use of nuclear weapons has devastating and far-reaching consequences. By working together, we can build a safer world for future generations. Thank you for watching. If you found this topic thought-provoking, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more intriguing what-if scenarios. Stay curious, stay informed. and join us next time on Mysterio.